It was dark but he could sense Iwaizumi. Oikawa smiled a little at the thought of him. Putting his hand on the wall he started searching for the light switch. Finding it he flipped it on and there was Iwaizumi, his Iwaizumi sleeping peacefully on the bed. Not even bothering to change he ran over to the bed and laid down. He smiled staring at Iwaizumi but soon enough he got tired and yawned. "Night night," Oikawa whispered. Closing his eyes he fell fast asleep. Sunday 2:45 p.m. Oikawa woke up to the sound of people laughing. He knew right away who the laughs belonged to. Oikawa opened his eyes and sat up. Bakuto and Kiru stood above him. "Oi fastuses." They stopped laughing and looked over at him. "Oops, did we wake you up?" Oikawa squinted at them. "What does it look like?" He opened his eyes fully and that was when he noticed Kiru was holding Iwaizumi's phone. "Oh, why do you have that?" He stared at them and they went silent for a moment. "Because we were taking pictures," Bakuto blurted out and they both burst out laughing. "And? We sent them to people." Oikawa, still looking at them, said. "What were you taking pictures of anyway?" "You." Oikawa's cheeks flushed pink. "But guess what? This one girl got really mad when we were sending them to her." Oikawa looked at them confused. "What did she say?" "That she's gonna beat your non-existent ass." Oikawa thought about it for a moment, then realization crossed over him. "Oh shit. Let me see that phone." Snatching it from them he looked at the girls' names. After a couple of seconds he looked back up at them. "You dumbasses. What? That's his ex." Bakuto and Kiru looked at each other, then suddenly the door opened and in walked Akashi and Kenma. "What is going on here?" Oikawa put the phone in his lap. "Nothing," Bakuto said quickly. Ignoring him, Akashi looked at Oikawa and smiled. "Good morning, ho." Oikawa smiled slightly. "Morning, whore." Kenma walked over to Oikawa. "Move over." Scooting over, Kenma sat next to him. Bakuto and Kiru looked at them. "That's unfair, kitten, you never sit next to me." Kenma looked up at him and said, "Your time will come." Before laying his head on Oikawa's shoulder, Kiru started to pout. "Anyway," everyone looked at Oikawa. "Back to what we were talking about." Akashi walked over to Bakuto and smiled at him. "Now what were we talking about?" Bakuto looked around pretending not to hear him. Oikawa let out a sigh and handed Akashi the phone. A couple minutes later, Akashi slapped Bakuto and Kiru both in the back of the head. "What the hell were you guys thinking?" "But baby, we were just having fun." They both started to pout. Akashi looked over at Oikawa. "Well, we better get you ready to beat some botched looking Barbie bitch the fuck up." Kenma looked up from his game. "Make sure he looks like a bad bitch." Akashi smiled, then grabbed Oikawa and dragged him into the bathroom. Everyone else looked over at Iwaizumi, who was still sleeping. How the hell did he not wake up? Kenma poked Iwaizumi and Iwaizumi twitched a bit. "I bet you $50 he's dead." Kenma looked at Bakuto and Kiru. "You dumb fucks, why would he be dead?" Kiru shrugged. "Who knows, kitten." Kenma ignored him and looked back down at his game. 45 minutes pass. Akashi finally walks out of the bathroom only to see everyone asleep but Kenma. He sighed. "Wake the fuck up." Bakuto and Kiru fell out of their chairs. Akashi smiled. "Okay, now that everyone is mostly awake, I present to you the baddest bitch alive." Oikawa stepped out of the bathroom and everyone went silent. Oikawa Toru. Yahoo! Everyone's jaw dropped. Kenma soon pushed Iwaizumi off the bed. Wacky wacky sleeping beauty. Iwaizumi made a small noise then pushed himself up. Hey, what was that for? He faced Oikawa. His cheeks flushed red. Oikawa? He rubbed his eyes. Am I dreaming? Iwaizumi kept rubbing his eyes until Oikawa walked over to him and stopped him. No love, this is real. Iwaizumi quickly grabbed Oikawa and pulled him onto his lap. Oikawa looked at everyone embarrassed. Akashi signaled for everyone to leave. We will just leave you alone for a bit. Okay. After everyone was out of the room, Iwaizumi looked at Oikawa. Oikawa was still very red and embarrassed. Nothing, just looking at someone amazing. Oikawa blushed some more. Iwaizumi pressed his finger to Oikawa's lips lightly. Then Iwaizumi got up and pushed Oikawa onto the bed. Crawling on top of him, he pinned him down. Bitch face, what do you think you're doing? Oikawa said quietly. Just claiming what's mine. Oikawa didn't even have time to answer when Iwaizumi bit lightly into his neck. Oikawa's ears turned red. Iwaizumi. After some time, Iwaizumi pulled away and wiped his mouth, then gave Oikawa a little kiss on the forehead. Iwaizumi got up and went to the bathroom while Oikawa stumbled out of the room helplessly, a flustered mess. Akashi and Kenma were waiting for him. Kenma looked up almost immediately. So what happened? Akashi grabbed Oikawa and Kenma cursed under his breath. I swear if he did anything to you, I will beat him till he can't even blink. Akashi looked over at Kenma. Calm down, Oikawa is growing up. Kenma sighed. I know. Oikawa smiled and reached out to Kenma and brushed his hand against his face gently. Don't worry Ken, I will be alright. Alright, but if you're lying I will break every bone in Iwaizumi's body. Kenma smiled before going back to playing his game. Now let's go beat that plastic bitch's ass. Hell yay. They all ran right out the door ready to beat the plastic bitch's ass after they got the location. Arriving, it seemed kinda empty until Akashi spotted a crowd of people there. How do you know that's them? Kenma looked at Akashi. Because I can smell their cheap ass Walmart perfume. Kenma sniffed the air. Bleh, I smell it too. Okay, now that we have located them, what's the game plan? They all looked around and smirked at each other. But your hands in the middle, bitches. Placing their hands in the middle, they recited the bad bitch. They stepped out of the car with their baddest bitch faces on and walked towards the crowd. The crowd moved aside and made a pathway, then out came Iwaizumi's ex-girlfriend and her minions. Didn't think you'd actually come. Oikawa laughed. What's so funny? You brought a crowd of people to cheer you on when you're gonna get your ass beat anyway. Dart. Akashi and Kenma both let out small laughs. Whatever. I will win. Oikawa smirked. Sure, keep dreaming, honey. She rolled her eyes. Then fight me, bitch. The fight had officially started and the whole crowd went silent. After it ended, Iwaizumi's Girlfriend and her minions were on the floor sitting on their asses. Wiping the blood off his lip, Oikawa stared at them. What did I tell you? Don't mess with bad bitches. They turned and walked away. At the house, Bakuto ran straight to Akashi's need while Kiryu cradled Kenma in his arms. Kitten. My baby, are you okay? Kenma nodded. Iwaizumi grabbed Oikawa and pulled him upstairs to the bathroom. What the hell were you thinking? Dart. Let's just get you all cleaned up. He bandaged Oikawa's black eye and scratches. I'm sorry. Iwaizumi was completely caught off guard. Dart. It's not your fault, just tell me next time, okay? Okay. He pulled Oikawa into a tight hug.